It's been 6 months since I've seen Mahmoud, and
Good.
I can't believe I'm actually gonna see my husband on like American soil.
A few moments later.
I wanted to look nice for you, honey.
You always look nice. It's okay. It's not like to show your stomachs.
Just don't even ruin a nice
So
moment,
you
honey.
don't start and say don't running after that.
There are dogs and cats with deeper relationships than these two. That's not a joke, I mean that wholeheartedly. There are perfect strangers out there that could potentially form a more loving bond than these two in 5 minutes. Ever since Nicole and Mahmoud have been on the show, their relationship has been a pretty steady downward spiral, and recently it has reached new depths once thought to be impossible. This all began a few years ago when Nicole married Mahmoud in Egypt and she tried living there with him but did not like it at all. There were so many cultural and religious differences, and Nicole did not like how controlling he was, so they decided they were going to try to live in America. However, it quickly becomes clear that this isn't an attempt to live in America, this is Nicole getting revenge for having to live in Egypt. So anyway, as always, our story begins in an airport, and these two rarely make it outside the airport before they start arguing. I guess you could say that it's sort of a tradition at this point for them to just constantly argue about what she's wearing. Seriously, it's almost exclusively what they talk about. I can't think of any other topic that ever comes up between them. And even though this may seem sweet on the surface, do not be fooled by this sign. There's passive aggression written all over it. She made home the biggest word by far, and in all capital letters. Call me crazy, but I think she did that on purpose. Something tells me this sign wasn't made out of love, but rather crafted in a depression-fueled rage at 4 a.m. Her face has been permanently frozen in a state of terrified apprehension ever since she's been with Mahmoud.
I love you. How are you?
I'm good.
You okay? Come here.
I love you.
I love you.
Are you okay?
Yes, honey, I'm just tired.
You're American now, huh?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. You know what though? Honestly, this whole America thing is not really doing it for me. But at least I could say I tried. What? You just got here, Mahmoud. We're still in the airport. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I actually booked a flight home on the flight here, so I think I'm just gonna head out. But it was nice visiting. It was cool to see America. It was kind of boring to be honest, but yeah, I'll see ya. If everything had gone that way, it actually would have been the best case scenario for both of them.
I just saw him and I just went running. And I just wanted
This time she's the one. Wait, not me.
Yeah, I just went running to him. I'm so happy.
Yeah, I'm beginning to come around.
Yeah, everyone seems to be coming around. Well, I'm not!
We're happy, guys. Don't worry. There's nothing to worry about. We're happy. We are happy, and we came on this show to prove to the world that we're happy. And you know what happy people do? Immediately argue when they haven't seen each other for 6 months.
Does that make you uncomfortable?
Yeah.
Mahmoud's in America. I can do whatever I want to him. Whatever I want to him.
So it's been pretty obvious that Nicole holds a lot of resentment for the things that happened while they were living together in Egypt. And I think the realization is setting in for Mahmoud that she may do some things that make him uncomfortable simply because they're in America now, because he kind of did the same thing to her when she was in Egypt. They're playing a game of 90-Day Fiancé chicken, like who can live in whose country for a longer time without caving first. Let's see who wins. They don't like each other. They don't like living in each other's country. What is the point of this? What is this relationship?
What's this?
What?
Close your stomach.
Oh, here we go.
What are you talking about?
No.
I don't know why she still acts so surprised when he brings this up. They've been over this, and they've only been over this. They haven't talked about anything else. They've only talked about this. Their entire on-screen relationship is about what she's wearing. If you took that out, they're just two strangers. In my opinion, neither of them really respect each other for who they are, and they're just waiting for the other one to hopefully change.
I wanted to look nice for you, honey.
You always look nice. It's okay. It's not like to show your stomachs.
Just don't even ruin a nice
So
moment,
you
honey.
don't start and say don't running after that.
Well, luckily it wasn't a nice moment to begin with, so you can't really ruin a bad moment. So after this, things just continue to get even worse when they're driving and he asks if she knows how to drive. The vibe of their entire relationship is like the dinner party episode from The Office. They just act super passive aggressive, but as long as they tack on a babe or a honey or a sweetie at the end of every sentence, then it's okay.
Are you sure you know how to drive well, honey?
Now this is downtown, honey.
Oh, my bad, honey.
It looks nice.
Looks nice what? Looks nice honey. You forgot to say it. Damn it, Mahmoud, these words are the only thing keeping this charade together, okay? It's important to me that you say them. We're nothing without them. So pretty much right away, he talks about how things are too quiet here and he prefers it in Cairo. And then he sort of slumps back in his seat and realizes that he's probably going to be as miserable here as Nicole was in Egypt.
You think you can handle it? Living on the street?
Wait, we see.
There you go. He sounds confident. That was a good answer. What did he even say?
It's amazing to have Mahmoud here with me in America.
It's not amazing.
I can't wait to show him everything. Like the Hollywood sign or Hollywood Boulevard.
Wait a minute. Does she even know this guy? Does she really expect him to want to see the Hollywood Boulevard or to give a crap at all about that? I'm sorry. I know a lot of people love LA, but realistically, that's probably the best place to torture someone who doesn't want to live in America.
What do you think, honey?
It's nice, honey.
It's your new home.
All right,
Yeah.
let's ease up on the honey, okay?
What's this, honey?
Oh, that's my honey.
That's for like when I do listings for the clothes. And
So, why not have clothes now?
because it doesn't matter. She's a plastic doll.
All right, now it's too far. Now he's controlling what the mannequin gets to wear. Look, do I understand why she has the mannequins? Yes. Would I get a panic attack every single night when I'm going to get a drink of water and I spot that in my peripheral? Yes.
So maybe he doesn't like living with all these naked women. But she lived here before he did.
Honey, this is a decent household, all right? Tell the mannequin to get some clothes. So then Nicole gives Mahmoud a gift, and what do you know? It's clothing. She gets him pajamas because I guess he didn't have any and he was sleeping in his work clothes. Everything they do is related to clothes. Why are they looking at this pair of pajamas like it's a treasure map?
Do you want to sit down or something?
Yes,
careful.
I'm
Be careful.
so tired. I can't take it.
You should have slept on the plane.
I couldn't sleep. The guy next to me was blasting Devil Wears Prada. It was terrible.
I told you, you know what? It irritates me that you didn't sleep on the plane, actually. It really does. But, like, really irritates me.
All right, well, I don't know about everybody else, but I find it pretty difficult to sleep on a plane, especially to get quality sleep. He was taking like a 15-hour flight or something. Of course he's going to be tired after that. And even though it's also true that he's not excited about the marriage, for her to get upset at him for not sleeping on the plane is pretty ridiculous. What are they doing today that's so important that he has to be awake? Like, for the most part, if somebody's traveling after this long, they're going to need to sleep.
Yeah, next time I will listen to you.
Yeah, you better, because you made a terrible impression on the mannequin.
This is our first morning together. And last night, Mahmoud did not sleep in his new pajamas.
Oh no, not the
In fact,
pajamas.
he didn't really wear anything to bed.
I feel like in order to get some control back, she's trying to get him to wear these pajamas to bed, but he's not gonna do it. If he puts those pajamas on, it's like admitting defeat. Now he's an American and she won. They tried to live in Egypt, but she didn't like it, so now they're going with what she wants, and all of a sudden he's in America eating Chick-fil-A in his pajamas, wondering what the hell happened to his life.
The night ended well, so.
Why does she laugh as if she's not sure that she's doing it right? She looks like someone is telling her a really disgusting story, but she has to pretend like she doesn't find it disgusting. Like, oh, really? That's interesting. Wow, cool. Ugh.
Too sweet.
You want to try this one?
Sweet.
I mean, I think the sweetest will be those, but.
I don't know how you ate that.
Damn it, Mahmoud, we have a long day of being an American ahead of us, so you eat the donut or I'll scream.
How are you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling much better than yesterday.
Yeah, you seem like it.
Yeah.
So I think today we're going to go to Santa Monica Pier. I think you're going to love it.
So today I was thinking that we could go down by the pier and walk around together, all sad, imagining being with other people, and then we could yell at each other after. Honestly, the way she's looking at him is kind of scary. I feel like she's going to be upset with him if he doesn't love it. Because of all this unresolved resentment and tension between them, it constantly feels like they're both walking on eggshells. It begins to feel like every little thing is a make or break for their relationship.
I think you're going to love it.
Okay, this sounds good.
Yeah.
So yeah, she says that she thinks he's gonna love it and then immediately brings him to a store to look at bikinis and bikini shirts.
I definitely took my country for granted before I moved to Egypt. I just love it. Like, I just love everything about it. Because anything goes here. I would love to see Mahmoud in a bikini shirt. He could wear that to bed. I should have went and got that for his pajamas.
I think she's gone mad with power. I like how she says anything goes in America, and her idea of anything goes is wearing a bikini shirt to bed. That actually is some pretty maniacal behavior, especially because she's only saying it to make Mahmoud uncomfortable. It seems like she's just thinking of all the different ways to do that now as an American. I'm not even necessarily defending Mahmoud because I disagree with a lot of what he did when they lived together in Egypt, but that doesn't make it right for her to have this little revenge power trip. You should never be satisfied to see your partner uncomfortable. You guys should both respect each other's boundaries and try to think of a way to compromise your beliefs and cultural differences.
Me and Mahmoud are visiting the Santa Monica Pier, and he's tired and homesick, but, you know, I just want him to just have a little fun today.
I know he's tired and homesick, but I want him to just put on the bikini t-shirt today, hopefully. I'll cover up my stomach, he wears the bikini t-shirt, everybody's uncomfortable, everybody's happy. So after this, they walk by a woman wearing a hijab, and Nicole gets mad at Mahmoud for staring at her too long.
You like that?
Eh?
The girl in purple.
Why you talk about it?
And you know what I saw him? Stop dead in your tracks to stare.
Stop what? Like,
I saw what happened.
So it's pretty clear that he wants to be with someone that understands his culture, and she wants to be with someone that understands her culture. Luckily, there's a very simple solution for this.
Divorce!
What did you just say?
I will divorce you.
After that little incident, though, Mahmoud, I'm putting your ass back on a plane. You go back to Egypt, I don't care.
what?
Oh shit. We're less than a day into this, and she's already threatening to send him back to Egypt. She literally just brought him here, gave him a donut, had him look at a bikini shirt, and then kicked him out.
And put so much time and effort and attention into this relationship. I can't even imagine if this falls apart in one day.
Oh man, what a sentence. And the thing is, it didn't fall apart in one day. This fell apart a long time ago, but for whatever reason, you guys just keep trying the same thing over and over again. At this point, it should be pretty clear that it doesn't matter what country they're living in, it's not going to make a difference. So then Mahmoud tries to explain that the only reason he was looking at the woman was because she was the first Muslim that he's seen since he's been in the United States, and he was homesick. I think this is partially true, but there's no doubt that he wants to be with someone from his culture. Either way, she has a lot of repressed anger against him for many different reasons, and none of it ever gets resolved, so it just continues to fester and get worse. Anyway, in the next part, Nicole wants to introduce Mahmoud to her friends, so they all plan to go out to dinner together.
I made dinner plans with my friends Leslie, Olga, and Olga's husband Julian for Mahmoud to meet all of them. So things were going better until I walked out wearing a dress that showed part of my back.
Uh-oh.
He accused me of being immodest, and now he's refusing to talk to me.
So at this point, they've had like a million discussions about what's okay for her to wear, yet it seems they still haven't come to any kind of conclusion or common understanding because this keeps happening over and over again. She thinks it's a compromise if they both just get to do what they want, like she gets to wear what she wants and he gets to practice his religion how he wants to, but he thinks it's a compromise if she dresses more modestly because he's already okay with her not converting. So from the very start, both of their ideas of a compromise just do not line up.
My friends are expecting you, so are you gonna go?
No,
Why not?
I don't want to go, Nicole. You can do.
You're seriously gonna act like that right now?
But everything was going so well, I don't understand. You don't want to go meet my friends and have a massive argument in front of them? Trust me, you'll have fun. We're gonna go to this really sick store called Costco, and then we're gonna stop at Golden Corral on the way home. And if you don't want to go back to Egypt after that, then I have no idea what's gonna convince you.
Now I'm trying to meet Nicole and tell her about her clothing, but she didn't give me time to accept her way.
Alright dude, come on, you've had 4 years to accept her way. You know what her personality's like and how she likes to dress. It's not a mystery. And the thing is, she already chooses to dress very modestly, especially by American standards. If you're moving to America to live with her, you need to understand that she's going to dress how she wants, and there's really nothing you can do about it. That is something you are absolutely going to have to accept here, otherwise you can find somebody else who is more like you.
She just like, here is like, is my way or not, ever.
Ah, does that sound familiar
It's
at all?
not fair, because she tried so hard to be in Egypt and she can't.
And let me ask you something, Mahmoud. Why couldn't she? Why couldn't she live in Egypt? What was the big problem? And I'm pretty sure this is exactly why Nicole brought him here, just to have this realization. When they were in Egypt, it was his way or no other way, and now that they're in America, it's her way or no other way. So buckle up, Mahmoud, because she's gonna bring you on a tour of the absolute worst we have to offer, just to make you uncomfortable.
My friends are looking forward to meeting you. That's the
Why?
whole purpose of this dinner.
It'd be the saddest dinner of all time.
Mahmoud, he needs to be social. It's important to go out and meet people and be exposed to American culture and like...
They just had a giant argument and he's only been here for like 1 or 2 days at this point, so why don't they just reschedule this? Is there a reason it has to happen right now? I was gonna say they should wait for a better time, but the thing is they're always arguing, so it's possible that this is the best time.
We agreed to go, and now you don't want to go, all because a little piece of my back is showing?
Yes.
That's what the issue is?
Yes, this is it.
This is my home. You are so crazy, Mahmoud.
Okay, next time be naked.
Yeah, because that's the same thing.
This isn't Egypt.
Ugh, this is exhausting. I'm just gonna be repeating myself at this point. There's nothing left to say. I'm sure you already know what I'm gonna say or what there is to be said. But guess what? It gets worse. Like, significantly worse, actually. Nicole ends up going to dinner without him, but then she and her friends have the bright idea of going back to the apartment to surprise Mahmoud.
Where is the Mr. Mahmoud?
Well, Mahmoud's not coming because, he wants to get a divorce.
What?
Yeah, so maybe like another time, but it's just not gonna work tonight.
Based on what? Why did he say such a thing?
Oh, it's because their relationship is absolutely fucking terrible. Based on what? What kind of question is that? I would be wondering why they're not getting a divorce. It'd be like, you're not getting a divorce based on what? You guys have nothing in common. Not one thing. You both breathe oxygen occasionally. So I met my husband Mahmoud in Egypt. We were both standing near each other, like breathing and stuff. And then I said, hey, we should get married. That's pretty much how I imagine it going, but like even less romantic.
Do you love him?
I love him to the moon and back, Julian, but does that make a difference?
Maybe stop loving him to the moon and back? That's the problem. Okay, so now Nicole and all of her friends go back to her apartment so they can surprise Mahmoud, who is sleeping right now. You might be thinking, this is a terrible idea, but guess what? It was supposed to be a terrible idea. She wanted to get a reaction out of Mahmoud so that he'll act like an asshole in front of her friends.
Hey, Mahmoud.
Hi.
My friends are here, so if you want to come out and meet them, you should.
Hi.
Hi, Mahmoud.
Hi, how are you? Hi.
Good to see you.
Hi.
Oh my God. Yeah, inshallah. God damn, you just hiding here in this little spot.
I don't know if he's really hiding there. I think he was just sleeping and then everybody came into the apartment unannounced. This is a really awkward first meeting because they don't even let him come out of the bedroom. I guess also he's not supposed to be hugging other women, especially in a bed, and then they all start drinking around him, which he's not used to that as well. Now, if he's living here, this is just something he's going to have to get used to some extent, but it feels like Nicole is not going about this in a very respectful way. And I'm seriously not even trying to defend Mahmoud or be on his side. I just think they're both kind of awful at this point. It does make sense why Nicole has so much anger and resentment towards him, but she's not going about it in a healthy or fair way at all.
Welcome.
Thank you.
It's good to finally meet you.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
How do you like LA so far?
It's nice, yeah.
Yeah?
So Mahmoud does what I think most people would do. He's just polite to her friends and says that things are going well for the most part and that he likes LA. So then they ask why he didn't go to dinner and he says he was tired, which Nicole gets very angry about because that's not the true reason. I think he just didn't want to get into this discussion with her friends whom he's just meeting for the first time 2 minutes after he's waking up.
Why didn't you come?
Young Sheldon was
Sorry,
on.
I just so tired, this is why.
You look tired. You look
Yeah.
exhausted, actually.
You're a liar. Mahmoud, tell the truth. Yeah, tell the truth.
You can't handle the truth. So even though I think Mahmoud is really controlling and he has no right to say what she gets to wear out to dinner, what she's doing right now is just not right. This is not how you're going to get more people on your side, Nicole. The last time you guys were on this show, I was rooting for you. I don't even care anymore.
He's the crazy guy who wants to get a divorce over a dress. And now he's sitting here smiling and being all nice with my friends, saying, oh, I was tired, that's why I couldn't come. And it's embarrassing.
You're upset that he's smiling and being polite with your friends? What did you expect him to do when you brought them back here? I am so sorry, guys. Mahmoud is not normally like this. It's usually a lot worse. I apologize for us having a pleasant time. Look, I get that she's frustrated seeing him pretend that everything's okay, but that's why you have to sort this out before you go inviting your friends over. This is like the worst time to do this.
But I mean, like, what happened?
We have like a little fight with that morning.
Oh, just a little one, right? Just a little one where you said we were gonna, you know, get a divorce. Just a little tiny fight.
I'm sorry. Excuse me.
That took a turn.
Little hateful little.
Honestly, the more I watch, I'm starting to think that these two aren't getting along very well. I can't help but wonder if the bikini shirt would have solved this. So anyway, after that, Mahmoud tries to just leave completely, and she's like, all right, good, get out of here. I don't want you anymore. Wait, where are you going? Where are you going, Mahmoud? Mahmoud, what are you doing? Oh yeah, but I forgot. First, her friend gives him some god-awful advice. Seriously, her friends have no clue what the hell is going on in their relationship.
It sounds pretty rough, but I've been there, you know? Girls, they say just awful things to hurt you.
It's okay.
You know?
Women, am I right, guys? Yeah, let's just chalk it up to that. That's what this is all about. This has nothing to do with anything else. There's no other reason for any of this.
I think they're both clashing at the moment.
Very perceptive.
Get out of my house. Go.
I should have known that she didn't love Mahmoud when she fed him a plate of donuts as his first breakfast in America. Are you kidding me?
You just said I have to go out, so.
No, shut up. Stop.
Don't make it a story now. Like, don't make it like
Stop.
you didn't say that.
Of course I said that, but do I mean it? No, stop.
No, I'm not going to stop.
Stop.
I'm not going to stay with you even. Like,
So for some reason, this guy takes it upon himself to try and physically stop Mahmoud from leaving. Like, he's 31 years old. He can leave if he wants to. I understand they're worried about him because he's in a different country, but I can't say I blame him for wanting to leave this situation.
Look, this is too much.
No, it's not too much.
Dude, shut up, Mahmoud.
Stop.
Shut. Please let me go.
Please stop.
Please let me go.
Mahmoud, are you seriously leaving? You're gonna leave before we even start game night? You know what you're gonna do? You're gonna sit down and you're gonna play some Yahtzee with us, and you're gonna like it because you're an American now.
Mahmoud.
Oh, the balcony's great. Better. Hey, maybe the balcony's better.
No, Mahmoud, try the balcony. The balcony's beautiful, Mahmoud. No. Imagine if she turned to her friends after that and she was like, so that was Mahmoud, everyone. What do you guys think? All right, so I hope that was the end of this nightmare. I might have to go sit in a decompression chamber after that one before I return back to reality. But I just want to say thank you for watching the video, and for everyone who subscribes and comments and likes. It means a lot to me and I really appreciate it. Well, anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I will see you next time.
And he's tired and homesick, but, you know, I just want him to just have a little fun today.